this week on Fridays at Home. At 8, it's an hour of antiques and collectibles. Then at 9, see the homes that style built in fashion houses. And at 10, tour the homes of some of the most famous faces in the world in model homes, too. Take comfort. Spend Fridays at Home. Friday night at 8, only on HGTV. January 1st, celebrate HGTV's all-premiere New Year. Immediately following the Rose Parade, it's Subterranean. Then catch a sneak preview of Ground Rules, plus the series premiere of Design on a Dime. Join the all-premiere New Year celebration immediately following the Rose Parade on HGTV.
We hope you are having a wonderful Christmas. I'm Marianne Coran from Landscapers Challenge. Home and Garden Television continues the tradition of giving the gift of some truly magical holiday programs. Coming up, take a journey and witness some of the wonderful celebrations found in the most charming towns in the country. Enjoy a small-town Christmas, too.
This time each year, the festive spirit of the holidays fills the air. Sparkling parades and old-world traditions bring a gleam of excitement to the eyes of children. Far from the bustle of the big cities, the magic of Christmas glows in small towns across America. From coast to coast, the unique personality of every small town emerges during the holidays. Join us in celebrating the warmth and charm that can only be found in a small town Christmas. For nearly 200 years, the Nopska Lighthouse has been a beacon for ships traveling along the New England coastline.
Good evening. How are you doing?
But on the first weekend in December, that light burns with a special holiday glow for the Massachusetts town of Falmouth. For the past 15 years, the 33,000 residents of this Cape Cod village have come together for the Christmas by the Sea Festival. It's a 3-day celebration with a visit from Santa, the lighting of the green, a grand holiday parade, and caroling.
See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la.
Dreams for a white Christmas have come true as Falmouth opens its festival Friday night with caroling at the lighthouse. Lighthouse keeper Sandy App and her husband Donald enjoy putting their work at the lighthouse aside and joining their neighbors for the sing-along.
The caroling is the beginning of the Christmas season here in Falmouth. The Coast Guard is great. They have the lighthouse all decorated for us. And then from there on, it's just go, go, go until after the parade on Sunday.
After a busy summer tourist season, Falmouth residents cherish a white Christmas shared among friends and neighbors. This is the time when the community comes together to celebrate its New England heritage.
Well, the holidays in Falmouth are always an important thing because it brings all of the families together. I think it's probably the nicest part of the whole year.
If the caroling rings in the season for the adults, the morning after kicks off Christmas for Falmouth's children. And for a Christmas by the Sea celebration, Santa doesn't arrive by sleigh and reindeer. In this seaport town, Santa comes by boat. While the children of Falmouth collect candy canes from Santa,
Merry Christmas.
the community rushes to finish the floats for the 39th annual Falmouth Christmas Parade.
Hold right there.
Even after years of participating with her students, 5th grade teacher Marianne Newman still finds the event magical.
Well, the town of Falmouth has a reputation for having a wonderful Christmas parade. The biggest in southeastern Mass. When the kids hear that even adds more interest to the whole project.
Try to cover that board over.
Sandy Apt and her lighthouse crew are entering a float for the first time.
Pick up a little slack on this side.
The theme this year is the magic of Christmas. Our float is going to be kind of wishing what you could have.
While others prepare for Sunday's parade, Falmouth Park Supervisor Rocky Gomes is only looking as far as Saturday's sunset. That's when the Falmouth Village Green will put on its annual holiday show.
This green is definitely the centerpiece of Falmouth. We take a lot of pride in it.
This town square, surrounded by churches and colonial homes, will soon light up the night.
3, 2, 1.
Covered in a blanket of Yuletide white, the Village Green has been the center of community life since 1756. And it never sparkles quite as brilliantly as it does at Christmas.
It's so nice when you drive up Main Street and all of a sudden you see a star. It's just beautiful.
The holiday enthusiasm continues to grow for Sunday's Christmas by the Sea parade finale.
Over here, please.
Participants arrive at the staging ground as early as 9 a.m. to get ready for the 1 p.m. kickoff. Once the bands are warmed up, the final touches are put on the floats, and the police escort is in place. It's time to start the parade. Falmouth's holiday celebration is grand, with over 100 entries. But Andy Dufresne thinks it's the pageant's small-town character that is truly on stage.
We're not going to match Boston. We're not going to match New York City. I think the attraction is probably something homegrown.
For Marianne Newman's 5th grade class, the experience is as magical as ever. Sandy Apt and her Lighthouse crew have had such fun with their float that they plan to come again next year.
Merry Christmas!
Finally, Santa's arrival signals the parade's end and the beginning of the holiday season. Falmouth, Massachusetts is a Cape Cod town with centuries-old Christmas traditions. From the parade to Santa's seaside arrival. But like the beacon shining from the Nobska Lighthouse, the warmth of New England cheer continues to shine all through the holiday season. Coming up, Fredericksburg offers holiday surprises, Texas style.
No place else but Texas could we do anything like this.
And Christmas in Natchitoches, Louisiana overflows with sparkling pageantry and Southern charm.
We have a Louisiana-style Christmas.
But first, the magic of a Bavarian Christmas. Leavenworth, Washington ushers in the holiday with the sights and sounds of Germany. Coming up on Small Town Christmas 2.
Brought to you by Tefal, makers of thermospot cookware. Perfect cooking every time.
Don't mess with my man.
With Thermospot, Tefal reinvents cooking. When the Thermospot pattern turns into a solid red spot, your pan is preheated to just the right temperature. The key for perfect cooking every time. Thermospot by Tefal. Tefal, made in France.
Which plate is stronger? Hey, pass the meatballs. Oh boy, there it goes. Oh no, not the shoe. Dixie is stronger than Chinette. Dixie, any tougher and it wouldn't be disposable.
Chrysler invites you to preview our holiday collection, featuring our best-selling collection of minivans, now with a special holiday bonus. Now, choose one of 3 Sony personal entertainment packages when you buy any new Town & Country minivan. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months on select minivans. Or choose cash allowances up to $3,500. But hurry, this invitation ends January 2nd, so see your Chrysler dealer today.
What's wrong?
Look!
I can clean that floor, mate.
The Hoover Floor Mate for hard floors. It vacuums, it washes and scrubs, then squeegees floors dry. It even cleans and shines sealed hardwood. Floor Mate from Hoover.
Tomorrow on Design at 9. 3 rooms, 3 couples, 3 battles.
What's going on in here, for heaven's sakes?
Can designing for the sexes help?
It's been really difficult.
Then, what should I fix first? This messy master bedroom is a serious designer's challenge. Design at 9. Tomorrow at 9 on HGTV.
Those joyous holiday memories. Woohoo! The holidays are almost here on HGTV. You're home for the holidays.
Deep in the majestic Cascade Mountains of the Pacific Northwest, the sound of the alpenhorn heralds the return of Christmas.
I've played the horn here for 18 years, and it's kind of a tradition.
In the town of Leavenworth, Washington, Bob Johnson plays the alpenhorn every morning. But today is no ordinary day in this town of 2,000 people. The sparkling magic of the holidays is in the air, and the excitement is growing for Leavenworth's annual Christmas Festival and Children's Parade.
The feeling that we're trying to create here is a little Germany, little Bavaria.
The Bavarian Christmas theme echoes through the village. Simple evergreen garlands and thousands of twinkling lights adorn the charming old-world architecture with holiday cheer. The people of Leavenworth decided to play up the beauty of their Cascade Mountain home in the 1960s by transforming it into a year-round Bavarian village. And every Christmas, visitors flock to this European hamlet in the state of Washington.
We get Bavarians who come over here who say, God, you people are more Bavarian than we are.
A Bavarian town deserves a real Bavarian Christmas celebration. The annual Christkindlmarkt brings authentic German holiday tradition to Leavenworth.
The music, of course, is traditional. The roasted nuts that you smell. The whole market itself is really traditional. If you went to Germany, is what you would see.
The sights, sounds, and smells of a Bavarian Christmas embrace the cheerful crowds. People can't resist the festive call of the polka when the town band gets started. Authentic holiday tastes are irresistible, too.
We are cooking Bavarian roasted almonds and pecans.
And where there are nuts, there must be nutcrackers. One of the world's largest collections is on display across the street from the festival. Naturally, Arlene Wagner's love for the nutcrackers was inspired by a classic Christmas story.
I was a dance teacher and directed the Nutcracker Ballet, and the children loved the nutcracker that Clara held, so we got them to decorate the studio.
Today, there are more than 5,000 nutcrackers here. As in the ballet, the nutcrackers come to life during Leavenworth's wondrous holiday festival. They are beloved here, like the traditional German food and music.
I think he wants the green one.
For the little ones, there's a special booth where they can create paper Christmas lanterns, just like the children in Germany do. For Brigitte Happa, it's a chance to share one of her homeland's most cherished Christmas traditions.
A hands-on experience. They are all gluey and gooey.
With their colorful lanterns, the children will proudly light up the evening's biggest event.
Good, and press it hard. Okay. And magic, I turn it around and show to you what you did.
The wonderful thing about a small town like this is that so many of the people that live here get involved in the production. It really binds the town together.
As night falls on Leavenworth, the last preparations for the holiday spectacle are underway. Tiffany Mauser wears the glittering crown of a Christmas angel, known in Bavaria as the Christkind.
I'm basically an angel, and my role is to come out and open the market, welcome everyone, sort of announce the beginning of the Christmas season.
Outside, a group prepares to open the ceremony with a bang.
There's a tradition for several hundred years, and it started in Bavaria, and it's strictly a noisemaker.
The children light the glow sticks that will give their lanterns a holiday radiance.
Shake, shake, shake! It's a lightsaber!
and the band warms up on this cold winter's night for the procession. So with a steady cadence, the Bavarian Christmas entourage marches down Leavenworth's Main Street, led by a single drummer, followed by Bob Johnson and his alpenhorn. And at last, the men of the hour, Santa Claus and Saint Nick. There's a salute befitting a true Bavarian holiday celebration.
In honor of the Christmas season and in honor of the new year.
And the mellow call of the alpenhorn. With a flourish of trumpets, a hush falls on Leavenworth. Overhead, the beautiful Christkin appears with open arms and a captivating smile. In Bavarian fashion, she warmly welcomes the crowd and proclaims the start of the Christmas season in Leavenworth. And finally, the Christmas spotlight falls on the children. With their handmade lanterns glowing, the children parade through the streets of Leavenworth, just like the Bavarian children half a world away.
We live in just a Christmas wonderland.
In Leavenworth, Washington, the festive lights and Bavarian customs lend a rich holiday cheer. It's an annual tradition that warms the hearts of residents and visitors alike in this Cascade Mountain town.
Merry Christmas! Thank
you. When we come back, Pella, Iowa goes Dutch for the holiday, including a visit from Sinterklaas. And twinkling lights float through the desert like a Christmas mirage, as a very special parade brightens the shores of Lake Havasu. That's ahead on Small Town Christmas 2.
This December, In Demand stuffs your stocking with treats for the whole family. Swing into the season with action-packed fun.
Awesome!
In Demand has the cool family hits you want and the comedies to keep you merry throughout the season. Modern mysteries and classic fantasies. Get in touch with the holidays at the touch of a button.
It's so cool.
Cool, crowd-pleasing fun this holiday season from AT&T Broadband.
Will they hook up, break up, fall in love? Will she save her family? Will he save the world? Will you look over your shoulder or sleep with the light on? Will your palms get sweaty? Will your heart begin to race? Will he look into your eyes and say, I'm a black man? What's going to happen? The Movie Channel. The stuff movies are made of.
In 6 days, E.T. is gone forever. This is your last chance to own the world's most treasured adventure, but time is running out. Own this special E.T. on DVD, available from Universal. Only 6 more days.
What's the softest bath tissue for your little ones? Not this stuff. Not anymore. Because there's softer Charmin Ultra. It's stronger than the quilted stuff, even when wet.
Softer.
Charmin Ultra. Anything less is unbearable.
Cha-cha-cha. Charmin.
Try new Charmin Fresh Mates cloths in a tub.
Wet
means fresher.
Introducing the SteamVac V2 with V2 technology. By focusing suction into powerful dual V-shaped pads, it effectively extracts dirty water to leave your carpet clean. The SteamVac V2, only from Hoover.
On Arizona's western border, there's a study in contrasts. A sparkling oasis is carved out of the dry desert. Lake Havasu City is a small town where many come to escape winter's chill. And every year, come Christmas, it's a place that warms the heart and dazzles the eye.
We get a little bit extravagant with our lights sometimes to overstate the fact that we don't have the snow, but it's beautiful here.
The Festival of Lights is an annual Yuletide celebration held in Lake Havasu's quaint English village.
We've always made sure we had 1 million lights up. This year we went a little overboard and we've got just over 1.2 million this year.
And this glittering scene unfolds on the land and the water. Even the riverboat becomes part of the Christmas wonderland. It takes months to bring the magic of Christmas to Lake Havasu City. Danny Finch starts stringing lights early, right after the summer visitors leave the lake.
We start every year right after Labor Day, so right at the 1st of September, when it's still 110, 108 degrees, we start hanging Christmas lights, try to find some Christmas spirit.
While decorating, Lake Havasu's famous bridge gets special attention. It brings a bit of jolly old England here to the desert.
It is one of the original London bridges that used to span the River Thames, built back in the 19th century.
The London Bridge was falling down until it came to Lake Havasu in the 1960s. Today, it's the perfect backdrop for the biggest event of the season.
We probably have one of the best parades in the whole West Coast.
I think it just started with one gentleman in a canoe and a little light. You know, someone next year joined him, and then it just mushroomed.
Even though it's now a major event, Lake Havasu is quiet the morning of the parade. But it won't be for long. At the Lake Havasu Yacht Club, the skippers of 50 boats coordinate their plans to dazzle the Christmas crowds.
It is going to be cold. I was out there last year. I couldn't have enough long underwear on for that night. It was unbelievable.
The Christmas boat parade sends ripples of anticipation through this desert town.
We heard today that there was 12 sailboats going to be in it, and that just sends goosebumps, just the thought of it.
And leading it all will be a Lake Havasu fixture, the Dixie Belle Riverboat, piloted by Captain Jim.
This is the 20th anniversary of the boat parade lights, and the Dixie Belle gets the honor of leading the parade.
Down at the dock, there's a flurry of activity as boaters rush to finish their holiday displays before nightfall. Lake Havasu's junior lifeguards prepare for a Christmas cruise.
We decided that we'd do waves and some palm trees.
With a minor adjustment, the Hawaiian-themed crew is ready to set sail. And at the marina, Mark Ingen makes sure his entry is ship-shape.
Do we need more short cords?
Mark and his crew have worked for months, putting an entire Christmas carnival on display.
We started, well, right after Memorial Day. There's 11 families involved, and everybody did their own little part of it.
It's a magical amusement park filled with merry elves.
The front boat has a swing, Santa Claus swinging in the sleigh. The second boat has a Ferris wheel, and a third boat is a roller coaster.
Late in the afternoon, it's time to float the boats. Thousands of people on shore vie for a view, but local residents always make room for guests.
I came all the way from Canada just to see this boat parade.
Finally, the moment has arrived. The Dixie Belle chugs around the bend, leading a magical flotilla of more than 50 glittering boats. To the crowd's delight, trains, snowmen, and sleighs float by. On the Hawaiian boat, the junior lifeguards send out a tropical Merry Christmas. When a string of 12 graceful sailboats glides across the water, the crowd holds its breath as they barely squeeze beneath the historic London Bridge. Then, to the wonderment of all watching, the floating Christmas carnival comes into view. Candy canes and elves dance across the night sky, making the carnival a crowd pleaser. And to wrap it all up, on 6 tandem boats, Santa and his reindeer magically fly across the water and under the London Bridge. Yes, Christmas has arrived in Lake Havasu.
We liked the parade very much, didn't we, girls?
Yeah!
Yeah! What was our favorite boat? Oh, I like the last one with the big reindeers, huh?
I like all of them.
Even without snow, the holidays glisten in Lake Havasu. It's a warm tradition. Christmas celebrated on the water in a small desert town. Coming up on Small Town Christmas 2, the Old West meets the Old World in Fredericksburg with a Texas-sized celebration that honors this town's proud heritage. Also, there's excitement in the air in Bozeman, Montana. Santa's magic sends sparks flying and lights up the holidays for this small town in the Rockies. Our small town celebrations continue after this.
Off the Florida coast is a special home in a special place. Every day in this spectacular dream home is like a vacation. Join me for HGTV's Dream Home 2003.
New Year's Day at 6, 5 Central on HGTV.
Don't mess with mommy.
With ThermoSpot, Tefal reinvents cooking. When the ThermoSpot pattern turns into a solid red spot, your pan is preheated to just the right temperature. The key for perfect cooking every time. ThermoSpot by Tefal. Tefal, made in France.
During the Suzuki year-end clearance, you'll get the best prices of the year. Start with 0 down, 0% financing for 5 years, and now for a limited time, you'll also get $1,000 customer cash for the best price all year on the hot new Aereo, the XL7 SUV, and every O2 model. Every Suzuki also comes with America's best warranty for 100,000 miles, making Suzuki America's best value. Take a test drive now, before the Suzuki year-end clearance is over. Hurry in.
With 12 gold albums and 22 top 10 smash hits, Glenn Campbell's Ultimate Music Collection is finally here.
I am a lineman for the county.
All the best includes 25 chart-topping hits on CD or cassette.
Keeps you ever gentle on my mind.
These are the original recordings, digitally remastered for the ultimate sound quality.
I get to Phoenix.
Get all your favorite Glenn Campbell hits together in one collection. Call now to order Glenn Campbell's All the Best on CD for $18.98 or cassette for $15.98 plus $4.95 shipping and handling, or send a check or money order to the address shown. Call now.
As day breaks over the Texas Hill Country, the sunrise promises a day some might describe as simply wunderbar. Because deep in the heart of Texas, the 8,900 residents of Fredericksburg celebrate Christmas like the early immigrants here. German style. This early December weekend is the kickoff of a 10-day festival called Weihnachten.
Weihnachten, of course, in German means Christmas. We have those Texas culture, but we are German as well, and so we want to show people how we celebrate Christmas in Fredericksburg.
Founded by Germans in 1846, Fredericksburg, Texas blends German heritage with a large serving of cowboy culture and some south of the border spice. But everyone comes together for the main event, a glittering nighttime parade. Until the procession, Weihnachten centers around the market plots. This is where the Old West meets the Old World. These proud Texans haven't forgotten their European ancestors. Glowing carousels and nutcrackers add a traditional German charm. Near the market at the Glockenspiel stage, a ballet performance is going off like clockwork.
The Glockenspiel is a famous European tower clock, and our scenic designer painted a whole backdrop to approximate the look of one.
Characters from the Nutcracker Ballet enchant the audience with a whirlwind of color and sparkling enthusiasm. During Weihnachten, traditions draw the people of Fredericksburg closer together.
I enjoy being around the people in town, seeing the laughter, the love, the peace, togetherness.
Across from the market plots, excitement builds for tonight's Weihnachten parade.
Weather's great tonight. It's going to be a wonderful event for the entire community.
All creatures become bright and beautiful. These animals will light up the night along with the floats. But in Texas, don't look for reindeer. In the Lone Star State, it's a rain steer that guides Santa's way, with his horns wrapped in twinkling lights.
No place else but Texas could we do anything like this.
Don and Velna Jackson are the owners of this Texas Longhorn named Bevo.
And so he's a lighted rain steer for the parade, so he's got lights front to back.
After 7 years, this Fredericksburg parade just keeps getting bigger and better.
Just that puts you in the spirit of things. Just the lights and everything just inspires you.
Finally, the magical moment arrives. Hundreds of thousands of tiny twinkling bulbs light the way for an awe-inspiring parade as big as Texas.
I think everybody loves a parade, and it's no exception in Fredericksburg.
Don Jackson rides in on Bevo and corrals admiration from the crowd.
I like it because it's really fun and it's really pretty.
The llamas are a favorite too, but some appear a bit shy in the spotlight. Many of the 59 entries shine with Texas pride, but some are just about having fun. This lawn chair drill team may not be as polished as the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but this crowd in Fredericksburg loves them all the same. It takes almost an hour for the parade to complete its 1-mile route up and down Main Street. But the pageantry in Fredericksburg won't end tonight. The children have one more big treat ahead. Saturday morning, families line the streets. A blast of sirens announces the arrival of Santa on a brilliant red fire truck. At the market plots, Santa finds time to listen to every child's Christmas wish.
Everyone loves Christmas in Fredericksburg, and we want to celebrate as a community.
Reindeer and gingerbread, a forest and a fire truck. Christmas in Fredericksburg, Texas is wrapped in a festive blend of German heritage and Lone Star pride. Just ahead, a Southern celebration that marches to the beat of its own drummer. See the extravagant pageantry of Christmas in Natchitoches, Louisiana. And a sweet tradition busies the children of Bozeman, Montana, while they wait for Santa to come, when Small Town Christmas 2 returns.
America's talking about Thursday nights on HGTV. It's all your favorite shows back to back. So be a warrior.
Uh-oh. What? You did it wrong.
Take the challenge.
It's a complete mishmash.
Save your marriage.
I hope Michael sides with me.
Choose a winner.
My wife doesn't like it, so it's gotta go.
Or join the hunt.
Can we make an offer now?
Just don't miss a minute. See why America's talking about Thursday nights on HGTV.
Introducing the new 215 horsepower Chrysler PT Turbo.
You really think a bionic woman would beat the $6 million man in a foot race? She was smaller, so she's more aerodynamic.
With a Gatrog manual transmission.
He was $6 million. Now, what was she? 4.5 tops?
Guys, it was a TV show. They're not real.
What if they had a kid? That'd be one fast kid.
PT Turbo. It'll really have you thinking fast. Now, for a limited time, choose one of 3 $500 Sony personal entertainment packages when you buy any new PT Cruiser.
With ThermoSpot, Tefal reinvents cooking. When the ThermoSpot pattern turns into a solid red spot, your pan is preheated to just the right temperature. The key for perfect cooking every time. ThermoSpot by Tefal. Tefal, made in France.
Sweater for Aunt Em, $80 online. Dog dish for Toto, $20 online. Fabulous shoes, $150 online. Knowing you're safe when you shop online. Priceless. With MasterCard Zero Liability, you're protected from unauthorized purchases. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Today, your home is probably your best investment. So today, there's no better time to come to Lowe's for brand name appliances. Lowe's has 250 in stock. Take one home today, or we'll deliver it tomorrow. We'll even haul your old one away for free. Use your Lowe's card and pay nothing for 6 months. And no one ever beats Lowe's prices. Because Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
With a French flair reminiscent of New Orleans, Natchitoches, Louisiana overflows with the southern charm of the bayou. The first weekend in December, this small town of 18,000 hosts the Christmas Festival, and Southern hospitality is the order of the day.
There must have been excitement in that little historic town, because on December 7th, everyone will gather around.
Miss Merry Christmas and her merry bells welcome visitors.
There'll be lots of lights, fireworks that night. We hope to see you there. Hey!
There's just a spirit here that you just can't find everywhere. It's the people, the hospitality, the friendliness of the people. It's time for a great big party.
The holiday celebration in Natchitoches dates back almost 80 years. It began with a simple idea to string up some lights, nothing too extravagant, and it just grew from there. Now, the flick of a switch creates a twinkling holiday landscape. Natchitoches clearly earns its nickname as the City of Lights.
It's magic. It's just from one end, as far as you can see, there are lights.
The weekend-long Christmas festival is launched on Friday night with a boat parade on Cane River Lake. Since the tradition is 76 years old, the theme this year is the spirit of 76. And the mood is patriotic. Boats decked out in their holiday best cruise past lighted set pieces along the riverbanks.
The lights to me just brings in some sparkle and magic, and it's almost like a mini Mardi Gras on the water.
Just like the annual tradition at Mardi Gras in New Orleans, candy and trinkets are tossed to the crowd. Nighttime thrills, including a boat parade and a dazzling fireworks display, are only a small part of holiday celebration in Natchitoches.
This is just better than anything you've ever seen. You can see it 3 times or you can see it 100 times, and it is amazing every time you see it.
The biggest holiday event happens the next day. Residents prepare to ring in the season and welcome 100,000 revelers. That's about 5 times the population of this small Louisiana town.
I'm making the final preparations for the big day.
As crowds gather, many people choose to bide their time, sampling favorite Southern foods offered by vendors at outside stands. Lassion's meat pies have been a holiday tradition in Natchitoches since the late 1960s.
We come down on the bus every year, and that's the first thing we mention. We're going to get a meat pie.
You cannot come to Natchitoches without getting a Lassion's meat pie.
The drumbeat readies the 3,000 participants for the festival's main event, the Natchitoches Annual Christmas Festival Parade.
You're going to be on float number 8, which is float C.
Marching bands and beauty queens prepare to spread a wave of holiday cheer, Louisiana style.
It's the highlight of the year. It's the biggest event of the year. It's the best.
Finally, the hours of waiting pay off with that thrilling first glimpse. The annual Christmas parade slowly rolls down Front Street in Natchitoches. Kids leap for candy thrown from the floats. Bands announce the season. Beauty queens wave to young girls who may also one day wear their crowns. It's now officially Christmas time in Louisiana, a time when families in Natchitoches come together.
Now we're third generation, fourth generation of people who come to this, and it's something that every generation wants to share.
It's a tradition. I've been every year since I was 2 years old.
Natchitoches resident Betty Jones was born the year the Christmas festival began and has made it to nearly every parade since then.
Somehow or another, this makes you realize that the season is here.
But the season can't begin in earnest for the youngsters in Natchitoches until the final float arrives. It brings this town's most jolly guest.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Santa himself relishes the Christmas charm of Natchitoches, where he is always greeted with a warm welcome.
It's a great small town that knows how to have a good time and keep itself familiar and friendly.
Natchitoches is a small town that puts on a big-time holiday show.
We have a Louisiana-style Christmas. We have one big party, and everybody enjoys it.
And the people of Natchitoches wouldn't have their Southern Christmas any other way. Still ahead, what do Dutch holiday traditions have to do with Christmas in Iowa? See why the children of Pella are so excited about a visit from Sinterklaas. There's more small-town Christmas magic after this.
We're leaving in 5 minutes, guys. The C240 sedan now with 4MATIC all-wheel drive. Disappointing kids everywhere.
Buick Holiday Bonus Cash makes this year-end the grand finale. The remarkable, versatile Buick Rendezvous, now with 3,000 total cash back. The affordable luxury of Century, the award-winning LeSabre, the power of Regal, all with 3,000 total cash back. Or choose 000 and still get holiday bonus cash. See your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick dealer by January 2nd.
Life to the fullest. CVS Pharmacy.
The burn can stop you in your tracks. You never know when to expect it.
Do you have persistent heartburn that keeps coming back 2 or more days a week? Even though you've treated it and changed your diet, you may have acid reflux disease.
You worry about the risk of long-term problems.
You worry about the chance of serious damage.
Ask your doctor how prescription Prevacid can help. One Prevacid relieves heartburn for up to 24 hours. Prevacid heals the damage. And to keep the damage from coming back, your doctor may ask you to stay on Prevacid. Call for your free Prevacid information kit and learn more about the long-term risks of acid reflux disease. Prevacid has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Other serious stomach conditions may still exist.
I got help. Learned how to handle the disease and the risks
in ways that make sense for me.
Call today and get the help you need. From your doctor and Prevacid.
Which plate is stronger? Hey, pass the meatballs. Oh boy, there it goes. Oh no, not the shoe. Dixie is stronger than Chinette. Dixie, any tougher and it wouldn't be disposable.
population 10,000 takes on the magical feel of a Dutch wonderland during the holidays.
Christmas in Pella is always it's such a pretty time.
Rich farmland attracted immigrants from Holland 150 years ago.
Pella people are very attuned to their heritage and very interested in keeping alive the traditions.
Pella shares those wonderful Christmas traditions each year as they prepare for the arrival of Sinterklaas, the Dutch ancestor of our Santa Claus. By night, the downtown is dressed in its holiday finest. Thousands of lights outline the narrow storefronts. By day, the old historic village is alive with holiday cheer.
It's really all of our pride and joy is kind of like a jewel box.
Visitors here are transported back in time to the Dutch holiday charms of yesteryear. Randy Windland is hard at work, handcrafting wooden shoes the Dutch call klompen.
We're getting the basic wooden shoe shape now.
For Randy, making these clogs is a hobby that ties him to the past.
Our ancestors, it would have taken 2 to 3 hours. Myself, it's more like 6 or 7 hours to make a pair.
And this work takes on very special meaning at Christmas, because the Dutch leave wooden shoes rather than stockings for Sinterklaas to fill with goodies. When children leave carrots for his horse, the next morning they're likely to find a surprise inside their clogs, like letter candies and spice cookies.
They're wonderful with milk or hot cocoa. They're just a very tasty cookie that you can't eat one.
But if Sinterklaas doesn't leave enough treats, Jarsma's Bakery in Pella has an ample supply of Dutch confections.
Two of their most popular ones are the Dutch letters and the Speculaas cookies or the St. Nick cookies.
Ralph Jarsma's grandfather began making the holiday cookies more than a century ago.
You like a St. Nick cookie?
As dusk comes to this rural town, another Pella tradition lights up the landscape.
All of a sudden you see this myriad of lights just glowing in the distance, and it's beautiful.
For 10 years, John DeVries has delighted passers-by with his elaborate display. 50,000 lights recreate his home village in the Netherlands.
Well, we call it Dutch Christmas in the country. The little house that I was born in Holland, had a windmill behind it. So I built a replica of that house along with the windmill. Made it look like a small community. So from there, it just grew to what it is today.
It takes an entire community to make Pella's Christmas celebration so grand. But the next morning, a cold wind blows through and jeopardizes the event the children have been waiting for.
Attention, all Pella citizens and guests. The Sinterklaas Day parade has been canceled due to cold weather.
The children may be disappointed they can't march in their costumes, but the mood is about to change. He can't arrive by float, but the patron saint of Amsterdam braves the wind on foot.
Hello, everyone. It was awfully windy.
Sinterklaas is the holiday highlight, and he's always accompanied by his helpers, known in Holland as Piets. They want to know who's been naughty and nice.
Do we have bad children in Pella? No? We don't have any bad children that we have to put in the bag? Oh, good. I am so glad to hear that.
Luckily, only the most angelic young ones have shown up.
There we have an angel. How lovely.
The Piets hand out gifts, while Sinterklaas acknowledges each child.
Oh, what a beautiful costume. What a pretty package.
Then it's time to head off to the final gathering at the Pella Opera House. In a custom that spans generations, the children sing an old holiday song in Dutch to call their special visitor back again. In Pella, Iowa, the Santa Claus tradition is the pinnacle of the holiday season.
He's amazing, he's cool.
And for Santa Claus himself, Pella is always a favorite stop on his holiday rounds.
Oh, everything is special. It's enchanted here. All the lights, all the pretty things in the stores, the people are happy. It's just wonderful in Pella, Christmas time.
Pella's sparkling holiday traditions are introducing Dutch Christmas customs to a whole new generation. Still to come, Santa's candy cane wand touches off dazzling holiday magic. We take a festive stroll down Main Street in Bozeman, Montana, after this.
Want to stay up to date on upcoming specials, sweepstakes, and online chats? Sign up for HGTV Ideas, our free email newsletter. Registering is easy. Just go to hgtv.com and click on newsletter. hgtv.com. Imagine what you can do online.
Imagine a town where every day is Christmas, or a town where Santa makes his Yuletide entrance in true Texas style. HGTV takes you on a countrywide adventure to see the traditional, the quaint, and even the unusual.
Small Town Christmas, coming up next. It's all part of the holidays on HGTV.
Experience the real-life emotion of new home buyers.
Life doesn't get any better.
Only on House Hunters, Thursday night at 10 on HGTV.
Today, your home is probably your best investment. So today, there's no better time to come to Lowe's. Only Lowe's sells custom-sized Now blinds by Leavenworth. Designer blinds in every shape, style, and texture that will cut to your specifications while you shop. We'll even arrange installation. And no one ever beats Lowe's prices, because Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
For the third year in a row, IntelliChoice has ranked Honda as having the best certified used car program, proving again and again and again that it may be used, but it's still a Honda.
For a limited time, get special APR financing as low as 4.9% for up to 60 months on all Honda certified used cars.
Don't mess with my
With ThermoSpot, Tefal reinvents cooking. When the ThermoSpot pattern turns into a solid red spot, your pan is preheated to just the right temperature. The key for perfect cooking every time. ThermoSpot by Tefal. Tefal, made in France.
Hello there.
Hi.
Cigarette?
Excuse me.
Now a new patch from Nicotrol has all the strength you need to help beat cigarettes one craving at a time. And with Nicotrol, you're twice as likely to succeed than with cold turkey.
Nicotrol patch?
The new Nicotrol step-down patch helps beat cigarettes one craving at a time. In Montana's spectacular Gallatin Valley, the small town of Bozeman prepares for a holiday celebration as big as the surrounding mountains. Nearly 30,000 people live in Bozeman, and on one night in December, they come together to create the glitter of Christmas under Montana's big sky.
And Christmas is when the whole town kind of comes together and shows its stuff.
The historic downtown is the scene for Bozeman's 22nd annual Christmas stroll. This celebration has a twist. Holiday revelers don't just watch the parade here, they are the parade.
So it's kind of an interactive parade rather than standing on the sidelines. You know, everybody is going on the parade with Santa Claus.
Christmas stroll is one of our happiest days of the year here in Bozeman.
While Main Street gets the finishing touches, the Christmas spirit flourishes at Bozeman's nearby Emerson Arts Center.
Can you please pass the marshmallow? Ooh, I want some.
Here, visions of gingerbread dance in little ones' heads.
You guys need some more frosting? You guys are going through that fast.
Hundreds of Bozeman school children build gingerbread houses. It's one of the Christmas traditions that makes life in Bozeman so sweet.
Every year, the town puts this on for the children. We just come down and just have so much fun.
The supplies are provided to the children, and so is the help from volunteer elves like Montana State University student Bo Haker.
I'm taking a study break, actually. I figure this is better than chemistry.
I'm done.
You're all done, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Is your belly done too?
No.
Okay, thank you so much for your help.
No problem.
Holiday spirit fills the Arts Center as everyone anticipates the beginning of the Christmas stroll in just a few hours. On stage, a children's choir heralds the return of their favorite Christmas character.
Back, side, together.
Meanwhile, dancers warm up for the Christmas stroll with a holiday waltz. By 4:30, a cheerful crowd is growing on the Arts Center's front steps. Hundreds of families await the arrival of the only man who could really lead this gleeful holiday celebration. For some, it's as hard as waiting for Christmas itself. And with his customary greeting, Santa makes his annual return to Bozeman, spreading his festive joy.
We're going on the Christmas stroll.
Yes, so am I. Let's go stroll.
With Santa at the helm, the enthusiastic crowd keeps growing. And this celebration that officially kicks off Christmas in Bozeman finally sets off. Like a jolly Pied Piper, Santa leads Bozeman's families to Main Street, where his Christmas chariot awaits. With Santa aboard the wagon, the real magic of this Christmas procession begins.
All right, everyone, the way this works is you have to sing. And if you sing well enough, the magic wand will go off.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells.
So the voices of Bozeman lift in song.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
In a flurry of sparks, Santa magically lights each of the festive Christmas bells that float above Main Street.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enjoy the Christmas stroll. Have a Merry Christmas!
In Bozeman, Montana, it takes the whole community to ring in the
cathedral, with its lofty spire, which citizens of the area call the finest steeple in Christendom. Visitors can see Switzerland, Germany, and France converge with the Black Forest, stretching along both sides of the Rhine to the horizon and the Alps. We hope you enjoy this special holiday presentation performed by the Freiburg Baroque Orchestra, the German Brass, and the Freiburg Cathedral Boys Choir, with soloist soprano Barbara Bonney and baritone Matthias Gerna. And now we present a Baroque Christmas concert.